As you can see down there is the marquee for the exchange rate. We have been here in Skopje for actually a couple days now. Unfortunately, our first day here was a bit rough, so we've just gotten out today to do some exploring. Part of that was coming over here to get some money exchanged. I've noticed that here in the Balkans, there's a really great exchange rate, so we basically got what I saw online as the exchange rate here today, so that was really great. Tomorrow we plan to take a free walking tour of the city, and during that we hope to get a lot more content. We're very limited on time here, but we do hope to capture some video as we go along, and we're actually going to head over to the fortress right now, so we'll head that way and get some views for you guys. Here's a little view of the Vardar, as I'm pronouncing it. It's V-A-R-D-A-R River, and this bridge that runs over it is Art Bridge. It's a very beautiful bridge. These beautiful snow-capped mountains way back there in the background. We're just still headed towards the fortress, but I just wanted to get a view of this bridge and this nice river heading flowing through here. This would be a nice place to kind of just come sit and you know, just in people watch and enjoy the sounds of the river flowing by. Very beautiful. So a little more information on this Art Bridge. There is a placard back there, and it stated that this bridge was built in 2012 to commemorate and show a little love and respect to the artists who have had an impact or a lot of influence upon the culture or the region in general, basically is what it was stating. But it's a very beautiful bridge. If you get a chance, I definitely say swing in here and check it out. Get a couple of views real quick. What do you think of this bridge? It's pretty awesome, huh?
It's legit. I like it. I don't know who any of these people are, which is a bummer, but it's really neat.
So there's actually quite a bit of interesting points. Just here's the Artist Bridge, and we are on the Civilization Bridge, I believe it was titled. This bridge is paying tribute to all the different types of civilizations that were at one point here. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's actually a call to prayer happening, that was something that was kind of foreign to me. This is the first place that I've ever been where there was a call to prayer, and that's due to the high Muslim population. But just behind this bridge here actually is the old stone bridge, so we're gonna go head over there and check that one out as well. There's this massive statue here. It's definitely worth coming to check out. I'm rather impressed by the size of it, and we kind of caught it right when that sun was going right behind it. But this square in general is really nice. Here's the gate as it's referenced on Google Maps. It's you know, has the appearance of like the Arc de Triomphe in Barcelona or in Paris, France. I'm not sure exactly the information behind it. All right, so we're just crossing the stone bridge here. There was a placard there that said this was reconstructed in the 1400s on foundations from the 500s. So this bridge has definitely been around and seen a few things in its day. It's a beautiful bridge. The area itself in general is very beautiful. I'd say definitely come check it out. Well, we finally made it to the fortress grounds. Looks like we've got to head over this way towards the parking lot, and that's where the entrance is. But yeah, quite a lot of things along the way, huh? I feel like we were headed here and we stopped at like 15 things, so
Unexpected.
yeah, it's definitely this is definitely a pedestrian friendly city, I'd say. Just hanging out here at the top of the fortress. If anything, I'd say come up here for the views. They're pretty spectacular. There's a tour guide when we first entered into the fortress. I couldn't tell you if there was a cost to that or if it was a free guide that was offered, but basically everything that's behind this red rope here that's at the fortress is only accessible with the tour guide, and then the rest of the grounds you're free to walk about. But we're just gonna kind of stroll that way. I believe we'll exit out down that end, and we'll get some views as we go, and also get some views at that side of the city as well. It's quite beautiful views up here. A little bit of the view from the other side of this tower here. It's quite a nice view from up here. Looks like they're cutting a new highway up through there or something. Well, it's certainly not a bad view to be had from any position up on top of this fortress, that's for certain. We just finished eating here, just near the basically all the bridges and the fortress here. There's a restaurant we just ate at, but the prices are pretty decent. We had 2 beers each, decent sized mugs. We both had a salad. Rachel had a national salad, as it was referred to, and I had a Greek salad. And then I had a plate of, basically, it was like lamb chops, I guess you could refer to them as, with some French fries and like some cabbage and carrots. And Rachel had what was like a bean bake with some sausage in it. And all of that was 1,010 Macedonian dinar, which equates to roughly 1650 euro. So that's pretty good prices, I think. Well, Rachel and I formulated a plan earlier while we were heading up towards that fortress, which is just here. And we figured this city would be pretty beautiful at night. So we kind of lollygagged and we stopped and had some dinner, and now we're heading back to our apartment. But it was perfect timing. The sun's down now, and all these buildings that we passed earlier are lit up. We're just here on the stone bridge, and actually just ahead of us is that statue. But yeah, it's didn't disappoint. It's a very beautiful city at night as well. Yeah, these bridges are made 10 times more spectacular at night.
It's like a whole new city.
Yeah, it's awesome. So just behind us in the corner over there is the bus station. There's only one, if I remember correctly, in Skopje, so you can't go wrong. The reason I'm showing you this is something to keep in mind is if you're traveling to leave by bus, you can get your tickets in advance. We actually went earlier and got a couple tickets for the 23rd, which is a couple days from now. And I believe it was €9 a piece for each one. It was a pretty easy transaction. The woman spoke enough English to help us the best she could, and it seemed to go very well. So yeah, keep in mind that you can come grab your tickets. It's something to do while you're out walking around. We walked by, so we swung in and grabbed them. Alright, well, I was hoping to get some video on our walk, but I was pretty involved in the walk, and also I didn't want to be rude because we ended up being the only 2 people on the tour today. Our guide's name was Miha, M-I-H-A, if that's focusing, I'm not sure, sorry if it isn't. But yeah, I just wanted to, we just finished the tour. We've actually stopped in to have a couple of beers at this micro brewery or craft beer place across from the fortress, and I just wanted to say I would highly recommend the tour. The tour guide, he was very informative, very personable. Maybe that's because we ended up in such a small group, but if you have the time, check it out. Look it up on TripAdvisor or just Google it. I'm not sure if it's every day, but we met at 10 o'clock in front of the, it was like what was the name of the place where we met?
Mother Teresa Memorial House.
Mother Teresa Memorial House, which was also
Not
part of the style.
to be confused with the old house.
Which
on
is
Mother
actually
Teresa.
just around the corner. So if you end up there, you're close, keep going. But I would definitely recommend checking it out. We stopped at the place she just mentioned, the fortress. Many stops along the way, the bridges. We covered the square. It was just a very enjoyable tour, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a perfect way to spend the afternoon and get
for
all
sure.
those little details that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, so check it out. So while we're here in the restaurant, I wanted to cover another point for anyone who's curious or interested in visiting restaurants or drinking establishments. Smoking is allowed indoors still. So here in Skopje, there is a section of the neighborhoods, I would refer to them as, called the Old Bazaar, which is pretty neat actually. It's a lot of different streets that intertwine with each other where people are selling and vending different goods. There's a lot of gold in there and things of that nature, but there's a lot of knickknacks and also there's a lot of souvenirs. It's worth a trip. It's basically in the middle of most of the things that you'll probably be seeing while you're here, so swing in here and check it out while you're here.